Happy Wednesday, guys. If you keep making progress, you will arrive at the person you want to become and the life you want to lead. It doesn't matter how far the distance is between where you're at today and where you want to go. If every day you keep making progress little by little, step by step, you keep getting a little bit smarter, you keep getting a little bit fitter, you keep getting a little bit better, eventually all of those steps will add up to that person, that star that's within you. So there's no doubt that progress will get you there. Now, some days we get bogged down, some weeks where we feel like we're not making progress. I got you. Here are 2 ways to reframe your journey to where you will be constantly in a state of making progress. Number 1, approach everything with the standpoint of you are consistently learning. Be interested in learning new things about either the stuff that you're doing right now or something totally different. When you're constantly focused on learning, you're always seeing opportunities to get better. And sometimes it's a small little thing that you got better at, but that little thing will eventually pay dividends and get you to where you want to be. When you start a martial art, when you start Muay Thai, there's so much to learn. You have no idea. When you start Jiu-Jitsu, there's so much to learn. And rather than get daunted about the black belt you don't have, or the 10 years of Muay Thai training or stadium fights that you don't have, just start and approach it from a standpoint of, I'm in a learning mode. I'm here to learn. Everything is learning. Learning how to wrap your hands, learning how to position your body, learning how to tie your belt. Those are all little things that people who are experienced can laugh at now, but in the beginning, those little steps are just other ways to keep making progress. And again, if you keep making progress, you will eventually get to your goal. Point number 2, always seek to challenge yourself within the space. There's always going to be challenges as you go, because there's always another level inside of you. And for you to unlock that level of skill and talent of where you're at, you have to keep challenging yourself day in, day out in whatever it is that you're doing. Now, for example, there's lots of challenges. When you're in white belt, your first challenge as a jiu-jitsu artist is just to show up. Eventually, you start to challenge higher belts and start to be more competitive, and so on and so forth, till eventually you're at a black belt level. But the only way you get there is to take one challenge at a time and keep going forward. When you first started Muay, or maybe this is just me, when I first started Muay Thai, getting through the warm-up was a challenge because it was so hard. It was cardio like I had never seen before. But instead of trying to pace myself, one of the things that helped my cardio tremendously was I just embraced. I said, okay, I'm just gonna go all in and just do this as hard as I can. I know that sounds like a total noob move, but when I started gassing myself out during the warm-up sessions, I got better. My cardio got better quicker because I was literally giving it all I could, and I was challenging myself. After a month of doing that, all of a sudden I had better cardio. After 6 months of doing that, all of a sudden I had some of the best cardio in the gym that I was at, all for challenging yourself. Now, you can go and challenge yourself and climb Mount Everest, for example. God bless you if you want to do that. But I'd be willing to bet that in the space you're in right now, there are challenges you can take on doing what you're doing now that will push you to the next level. So before you look for challenges outside of that, if you've mastered your field, great. But before you worry about challenges outside of what you're doing, challenge yourself within your space right now, because that will unlock it. So guys, we'll start back with an unequivocal statement of fact. As long as you are making progress, you are going to get there. Keep that in mind, take that to heart. And the 2 ways to help make sure you're always making progress is, number 1, approach everything you're doing from a standpoint of continual learning. I'm learning something every day, every session about what I want to do. My art, myself, my craft, my business. Right, so number 1, perpetually learning. Number 2, always seek to challenge yourself to get to your next level. Those challenges will be great, they will be small, but they are there. Chances are you're probably avoiding them. There might be that person you're avoiding rolling with. There might be that person you're avoiding training with as far as the client you're just sparring with. Don't avoid that person, because after you challenge yourself with that person or that position or that technique, there's going to be another one beyond that. Keep challenging yourself. Keep constantly learning. You will keep making progress, and if you keep making progress, you will get there sooner than you can even imagine, guys. Have a good day.